EA Sports.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They know coming in, they've got to be at their best because they're facing. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. Interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Henry again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Fields. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, going to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Tucker's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. It's a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Their second drive with the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points. Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down. What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 2nd and 10, Jones, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sterling Coughlin out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed. Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7 seeds that they have now in the playoffs. If you do win and the other wild card teams win in the first round, you could find yourself with a home game in the divisional round. Now, we know that's not likely, but it's not out of the question. Bottom line, you have to win to put yourself in that position. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually. Over 100 yards again last week. And they're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think. Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 44, Fields got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. They've got good hands. Then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage. And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I would have voted for him. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef,
that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.